Now's the time to choose your group. You can pause this video or wait to have the close-up of the stones. This is group 1, the coral. This is group 2. I forget what this stone is called, but I know it's man-made and it was gifted to me. This is group 3. This is the calcite, the pink calcite. So remember, take a couple of deep breaths in and just see which one is calling to you right now. Could be the backs of the cover or the positions of the cards. Timestamps are down below. And enjoy your reading, you incredible souls. Hello, my group 1 Cancers. Welcome to your February pick a card. It's the first time ever doing it, so I'm just winging it. I started so far with tarot cards and then a bit of oracle cards. We're going to go with the beginning, middle, and end of February. And yeah, I just want to take this moment just to thank you guys for allowing me to take part. I'm very honored. Thank you so much. Remember, if you like these videos, you can share, like, subscribe. Also, leave me a comment. If this goes well, if everybody likes it, I'm going to be doing this every month. So let's get started right away. Cancer group 1s. Cancer group 1s. Whew. What do we need to know? All kinds, apparently. Cancer group 1s. How about one more for my February Cancer group 1s? Okay, 10 of Pentacles. Seems like it's going to be a great beginning of the month. Perfect. Oof. Oh wait, one more. We have the Devil card with the Ace of Pentacles. This reverse? No. Ooh. Okay. Something fast is gonna happen. Let's see your overall energy for the month. Okay, let's go with that. Speaking your truth, speaking your voice, Cancer. I know it's not always easy for you guys. Ooh, you have 2 queens. You have 2 queens over here as your overall energy. Interesting. Let's go. Okay, getting ready for a leap of faith. What do we need to know? Okay. Group 1, Cancer. Oh, there's 2 cards here. All kinds of cards for you guys. Let's go for it. Okay, Cancer. Overall energy. 2 Queen cards. Interesting. Let's get to that. Okay, I just want to go right away with the first week. Let's start with that because that's the one that kind of popped out to me first. You have the Page of Wands, then you have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, you have the 7 of Cups, and the 10 of Pentacles. Whatever's going to happen this first week, you're going to have a huge success. There's something monetary-wise, abundance-wise, that's going to be very fulfilling. I feel like you started a new endeavor, you've been doing something different, something new. I feel like you haven't been feeling so hot about yourself either because you have a 9 of Pentacles in reverse. It's usually a woman who's in her abundant garden. But because it's in reverse, you don't feel really too hot. I feel like there's something that's that you haven't quite successfully achieved. Like there's an unbalance, right? Like you're pursuing your dreams. You're pursuing something that you've been wanting to pursue for a very long time. It might be independence. It might be you just you realizing what you truly desire in life and taking actions towards it. The thing is, what's interesting by the first week is that you're going to get a lot of options. There's going to be a lot of options for you. And it's just to be mindful which ones to get, right? Because you have also, remember, you have the 10 of coins over here. So you will choose correctly. The only thing is that you need to be very mindful about this devil card over here. What's interesting is that the devil card is in reversed. So I feel like it's already been in the works. You've been releasing the limiting beliefs on money, on your abundance, and that it will be coming very, very quickly. So I'm almost feeling like whatever choices you have, it doesn't really matter. It's going to get you to the abundance that you've been seeking for. Right now, it's just a question of like really paying attention to what your values are and what your true desires are, and to be unwavering and unchanging about them, especially in the first week. Like the first week is going to be, I almost feel like it's going to be not necessarily action packed. Not necessarily action packed, but it's going to be very fulfilling. There's going to be the sense of fulfillment towards the end of it, especially with this 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, I like this devil card in reverse over here. Okay, yes. We're going to get to now the overall energy of this month, because I feel like one of your desires has been to become these two just aligned women, one that is quick with her tongue, but in a peaceful but grounding way, where she uses her integrity and she's just unwavering in that integrity, right? She doesn't let people walk all over her. She speaks her mind. She puts her phone down where it needs to. She puts her money where her mouth is. And in addition to that, she is becoming this, like you're becoming this, and it doesn't necessarily have to be female or male. This is just like that yin energy, right? That female kind of type, which everybody embodies. We all have male and female energies all the time. And it's just for us to tap into them and to use them, right? It's that yin and the yang. So also emotionally wise, I think you're mastering this. This month is all about the mastery of using, being impeccable with your words, but also not allowing your emotions to run the show, which could be sometimes hard for Cancer, because any water sign really, it's all about our emotions, right? So yeah, I think you're just becoming these two women. And I don't know if you notice, I don't know if you see, but you have a woman walking in water over here, which usually to me represents like the Aphrodite. The moment she goes into the ocean, she comes out and it's like she is renewed. She has let go of her old skin and let go of her old shadows, and she has become Aphrodite, this goddess, right? If you don't know the story, check it out. That might be also more messages for you for this month. Now, for the middle of the month, for mid-February, we have the Ace of Wands, we have the Page of Pentacles, then we have Strength, the Nine of Wands, and then the Three of Cups. Okay, there might be some kind of rift with coworkers or with family members of some sort. I kind of feel like I'm getting like this final battle kind of vibe over here, which will not be, the Three of Cups is all about great company, great people. I feel like it's just the opposite of that. I feel like it might cause disruption, but it's going to be very important for you to put your foot down and have that strength to not be walked all over. And I almost feel like this disruption will be needed for you. Ah, yes, we have the Fool 2.0, which is the Fool that comes right after the ending of a cycle, right before it jumps into the Fool. This is usually the preparation of everything. So whatever will happen, be prepared. Like, do the research that you need to do. Have the arguments that are sound and that need to be said. I almost feel like it might be also work related, because you have the Ace of Wands and then you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So I'm almost getting like that Page of Wands kind of vibe with this Ace of Wands. Aces are usually beginnings. Pages are usually beginnings as well. They're usually messengers. But I feel like this might have to do with a message from work, meaning that you might not get the answers that you've been seeking. You might not be getting the answers that you want. But it's only to help you stay prepared instead of jumping into, you know, whatever argument or whatever decisions that need to be made right now in February. And I feel like it might take courage and strength for you once again to put your foot down and be like, it might be like a boss that says, you know, you need to do this, and it just doesn't feel right. You don't feel prepared, or it's just, it doesn't make sense for you. And it's going to take courage to actually put your foot down and be like, no, I'm sorry, this is, or is this not what I signed up for? Or this is not something that I believe should be done right now. Like speaking your truth. Basically speaking your truth, which might cause also a rift. So if this is not like a family member or whatnot, it might be at work, might be co-workers. All I know is that the Three of Cups usually represents and picks people working together, so it could be that. All I know is by the end of February there's going to be another like standing your ground, and it's going to be with like someone who is making money. It could be a boss, or it could be this King of Pentacles. Could also be that you're becoming your boss, and that people might end up maybe jealous, or might end up not appreciating your success. It's funny because you have the Page of Coins that come again. So again, I feel like it's this like money endeavor that you were seeking that is not being met. But I'm really getting a sense of jealousy, that there might be jealousy around. Because like over here you have the 5 at the end, you have the 5 of Swords, which usually means a defeat, but a very like cowardly defeat, or very without honor. You know, nobody wins in these kinds of battles. So this might be a warning sign for you to not be rude, or to not take it personally, because this has nothing to do with you. This has to do with jealousy. It could be your own jealousy, but like I said, you're working towards everything is happening for a reason for you to become these queens. That's the overall energy here. So all this might be, all this, everything, all these battles, all these, if it is jealousy, if it is work, if it is at home, it's all meant for you to become a better version of yourself. One, that you can put your foot down, you can speak your truth, and 2, not to be, not to have your emotions controlling you, but you to control your emotions. And that's where this is going. I feel like February is going to be a great and beautiful, I know it might feel and sound like it's going to be chaotic and a little harder, but you know, from the hardship we grow. It's the fastest way to grow is through hardship, right? And I feel like I'm feeling here that it's your guides that are really going to put you to the test so you can grow quicker. You've already grown so much, but they want you to grow even faster. They want you to get up to speed with what you've been desiring. And we're gonna grab gift received. Yes, I do believe this is a gift. Everything, even the battles, they're gifts for you. Simplicity. Wait, we have too many here. We'll stick with simplicity, because that's the one that stood out the most. And simple is like the best way to go, especially if you want to stay grounded, right? Too much detail is never good in any kind of, if you're overthinking things, it's not good. If you're talking too much, it's not good. There's no room for listening. Simplicity is really like not letting anything take over at the end of the day. I'll go one more. Actually, you know what? Let's go with the angel. Oracle cards. One more. Children. Okay, some of you have kids and some of you might be affected by this. So it's going to be even more important for you not to let your emotions and to speak your truth, because you're going to be teaching this to your kids eventually also. Super, super important. Very interesting that this came up. I really want to read the simplicity and the gift received for you guys, because Alana Fairchild is actually just beautiful in terms of how she describes the cards. So simplicity. Simplicity. Bow to that which is simple. You will find answers to your most complex issues and those questions that seem to defy the possibility of an answer. You will find the solution now through simplicity. Live one day at a time. Have gratitude for whatever you possibly can, even if you are yet to understand why you should be grateful, because you cannot perceive the gift hidden within your struggles right this minute. Trust in the goodness of life, seeking to serve you into becoming the fullness of all that you are. Yes, beloved, even in your darkest nights, the light of love is serving you. The most sophisticated of problems can be resolved through a simple answer. Love, trust, have faith, be patient, wait and you shall see. The simplicity be. And I think this is like key to any battle that is coming. The simpler the solution, the better, the simpler you simplify your mind, you simplify your thoughts, you simplify your actions. I feel like it's just, and I don't know why I'm getting the sense of like listening. You need to listen more. You need to stop talking and just listen more. We learn so much more by listening a lot of the times. This oracle brings you an answer. Everything is going to be all right. Don't add fuel to the fire and look for ways to sort out complicated matters permanently. Sometimes ingredients need to cook and percolate so that they can become a meal. The circumstances with which you are struggling with right themselves that you're struggling with will right themselves in time. Stay present and be patient. Pray in your own way, meditation, time in nature, dance, and literally talk to the divine. When you need to take a clear, simple action, you will feel it. Relax and know it is all going to work out for the best. Wow, that is beautiful. And we're going to read gift received. Relax. It's okay to accept what is coming your way now. Gentle your soul, steady your heart. Even the most precious treasures can be received by you. Why not? Are you not built of the same stuff as the treasures, beloved? It's all love, after all. That is all that there is. Enjoy, accept, rest in the knowledge that you are being invited into a sanctuary of abundance, peaceful rest, and replenishment now. It's just time. The oracle holds a message for you. The universe is trying to get something to you. More abundance, more love, an answer to a prayer. Sometimes the healing comes in unexpected packages. Sometimes we try so hard to find the answer, exerting so much effort to receive, that we make things harder for ourselves than they need to be. So relax, have some fun, be at peace. Everything is working out just fine, and there's a nice surprise coming your way. There's a little poem. The wind blows softly through grass, and with open hearts, love unexpected. This card reminds me of this. the Ten of Pentacles, everything's coming your way. You just need to simplify your life. And this card really reminds me of what you've been trying to do, been trying to become. And like, if you think about it, these queens uprights are that they're just simplified versions of all the BS that's going on around us. These women, they're aligned, they receive the information, like they receive gifts, they acknowledge that they're worthy, so they accept any gifts that have been given to them, any messages, and that's where you're heading. And you need to have these hardships so you can really put them into practice, right? It's the best way to learn, best way to integrate what we know and have been reading for so long and studying for so long. I feel like you're people who have been studying and manifesting and studying, and now it's just time to put it all into practice. And that's going to take meditation probably, and grounding, very important. Group ones, Cancer, thank you so much for allowing me to take part in this beautiful life of yours, guiding you as well as I can. If this has resonated, or if you want to tell me how this actually goes by the end of February, let me know. Write a message, leave me a comment, share, like, subscribe, and yeah, if you guys like this, I will probably be doing this in March as well, and might see you there. Ciao. Hello, my group 2 Cancers. Welcome to your February forecast. This is my first time doing it, so I'm just winging it. I started so far with tarot cards. We go from, beginning, middle, and end of February. There is an archetype. All this is all coming organically, and I'm loving it so far. First, I'm going to take this moment to absolutely thank you. I am honored that you have chosen me to take part in this incredible journey of yours and help you, guide you maybe a little bit. Remember, these are general messages, only take where it resonates. And besides, I am just a guide. You are the ultimate creator. Okay? So let's get started. If you guys actually end up liking these kinds of readings, the more comments I get, the more I'm going to be creating these. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I might see you guys again in March. Okay. I need to know Cancer 2. Cancer Group 2, February, Cancer Group 2. Cancer Group 2. Cancer Group 2, you have shadow work that you've been resisting, you've been refusing to do. Not that it's a bad thing, it's just, it's going to catch up on you because you have the Nine of Swords over here, especially towards the end of February. I mean the beginning of February. Depressed. Ooh, money. New sources of money is coming in as well. What is going on here? Ace of Wands, Magician, reversed. Oh, and we have a Six of Swords. I want to get a couple of these ones in. At least what is that? Divine Love. Okay, fine. Whoa, okay. Walking away, going to common rivers. See it, Queen of Pentacles. That's a great sign for mid. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse has come out, I think, so far for Sag. All of my Sages, if I'm not mistaken, and also Cancer. Also, remember, guys, if these are good for basically any of the major positions. So ascending, moon, feel free to look at any and all of the corresponding zodiac signs in your chart. Oops. Wow. A lot of, like, I'm telling you, this month has nothing to do with love. It's all about self-love. Crazy. The Three of Swords has been huge. Oh, okay. I'm gonna need clarifications on these pages over here. How's it gonna end our month? Okay, so a lot of shadow work for you, Cancer. I think it has something to do with a heartache. Your overall energy for the next 2 months, you have the Muse, Pentacles, the Muse of Pentacles, the materials, which is usually the King of Pentacles, and then you have the heartache. So it's, or maybe you've lost a job, or maybe you were demoted, and generally speaking, this card usually refers to love. So maybe there was like a scandal or something. Was there a scandal at your work, and you were in love with someone, and then it just turned disastrous. All I know is that the overall theme is to heal all that. It has to heal with or this relationship that might have been with a ex-coworker, boss, or just with money, right? Your relationship with money as well, because it's something that you've been resisting for a long time. And this month is all about healing this. Yeah, because within the first week, you have shadow work, you have the Queen of Swords, another Queen of Swords, eh? You have the Queen of Swords, and then you have the Nine of Swords. So shadow work in reverse to me is like you're not doing the shadow work that you're supposed to be doing. Shadow work means, if you don't know what shadow work is, it's like, okay, going within and seeing like all these emotions that are draining, that are resisting or stopping you from moving forward, and to just sit with them and pay attention and question them. Where did this come from? Where's the root of all this? What is my lesson in all this? What do I need to learn? How do I let this go? Sometimes it's just a really good cry. Sometimes it's just maybe you fucked up and you're like, I'm having trouble. I have guilt around me and shame around me. And it's just to heal all that. Shadow work is all about facing and healing. By facing, acknowledging, and basically talking to ourselves like we would our best friends. You know, at the end of the day, no matter what you have done, what you are doing, whatever guilt tripping, whatever you have done that you are not proud of, it's in the past. It's in the past, and it's all about acceptance and learning from it. What can I learn from this? Okay, I don't feel good when I do these kinds of stuff. I won't do them again. Or, wow, I think I really hurt someone. Let's go in and apologize. And coming up with healthy solutions in all this. Now, I think within the first month, the first week in February, it's really about you becoming the master of your mind. The Queen of Swords is all about, she's aligned, she's grounded within her thoughts. And right now, you've been kept awake. You've been keeping yourself awake with all this mental, let's say, brouhaha, like just this mental turmoil. And it's because of the lack of doing this kind of shadow work. I almost feel called to read the shadow work actual guidebook. Maybe later, we'll see. So right now, within the first week, is really to acknowledge what thoughts have been helping you and moving forward, and what thoughts have been just keeping you stagnant and keeping you in resistance, and more importantly, keeping you stationary. I also feel like this has something to do with maybe not manifesting what you've been wanting and not manifesting what you've been desiring. But the first week of February is all about just paying attention, being conscious with what's going on within yourself, within your mind, within your emotions, within your body, within your soul, what's going on. Oh yeah, definitely with like your manifestation game too, because you have the magician, which is the major arcana, in reverse. Technically the shadow work is in reverse too, so really like the shadow work will be very detrimental, very important for you. Yeah, like this shadow work is really preventing you from finding your passion. I feel like you're someone who's been wanting to find your passion for a very long time, and you're just because you have so much guilt around maybe yourself, a situation, a person, you just have not been able to let go of those distractions, because at the end of the day they could, like I'm almost getting this sense of like victim state, victimizing yourself, victimizing somebody else, blaming, a lot of blame game, this blame game. Oh, it's my fault. Oh, it's your fault. Instead of just being, you know what? It doesn't matter whose fault it is. It doesn't matter. Let me focus on me, and let me focus on what I truly want and what I truly desire. And let's start manifesting the things that I've been wanting to manifest, right? Right now, there's a resistance. You don't know what your passion is. You don't know what you want because you've been so focused on the things that you don't want that you don't really know what you want. And therefore, you can't attract them. Now, there is calmer waters coming along, okay? But before we get, because this is all mid-February, right? This is all going to be mid-February. There is calmer waters. But before we get to that, I would like to just acknowledge also a big part of what's going on. I do believe it's like it has something to do with your relationship with money, but more importantly, your relationship with your self-care, your self-worth. But the biggest thing right now is that you haven't been taking any rests. I feel like you're someone who works, or you get depressed very quickly, and then you get into these like states of depression, and you don't take any rest. You, like a lot of people, we tend to forget that big emotional bursts needs deep rest after. Depression is basically deep rest. Deep rest to allow these emotions to settle. They're like waves, right? If the waves keep coming at you, all you can do is ride them or just let them settle. And the Four of Swords is all about that. The Four of Swords is all about taking moments of rest, going to the spa. I think I said that like 3 times in 3 of my groups so far. Going to the spa and going, if you can't go to the spa, you get a bath. If you can't go to the bath, go outside, take a walk, like do something for yourself, just for yourself, something that's gonna, qui va t'apaiser, qui va te rendre à un point zéro. You want to be in a point zero state. You want to be in a neutral state where the emotions no longer are waving in and out. And for this, it's, you're really gonna need to do some self-care routines, whatever they may be. If you don't know what to do, you can Google some. And I really feel like it's like you've been wanting a break financially and you haven't had it yet. And this has been causing you extreme stress, hence the mental turmoil. I don't know why. I feel like there's kids involved too. All I know is that towards the middle, so the beginning of the month is going to be a lot of shadow work, a lot of paying attention to your thoughts. Mid-February is going to be releasing yourself from these emotions, or at least stop distracting yourself so you can really see what your passions are and begin to start manifesting what you do want. But before that could all happen, you're going to need to go to calmer ground. So you have the Six of Swords over here, which is literally going to calmer waters. And before you do that, before you can actually achieve anything, you're going to need to start acknowledging and seeing, okay, where have I contributed to this? and what can I do to find a solution or move out of it, right? You have the 10 of Wands, and then you have the Queen of Pentacles. So your hard work is going to pay off. The 10 of Wands, as you can see, is somebody that is carrying a big load on their shoulder. But what's interesting is that in the original card, you have a house in the background, meaning that you're almost there. Like the hard work is almost done, and you have the Queen of Pentacles, an abundance card, right after. So at a point, I almost feel like you just have to let go of the load, like not giving up. Don't give up. Keep moving forward, and that's for sure. Your happiness is worth fighting for, so you always need to move forward. Always move forward, even if it's just one step. Even if you take 10 steps back, keep going that one step forward. But I do feel like if you just allow the load to be a little lighter, take a little extra steps, take a little more time, I feel like you will let in this yin energy, which is all about allowing your abundance to come to you instead of working so hard. I almost feel like this is where you're heading, or this is where your guides want you to head, into the state of allowing, into the state of, I got this. I deserve this. Allowing the universe to help you. I feel like you've been someone who's been doing things your whole life by yourself, and the universe has been like, hey, we want to help you. We want to turn you into this like Queen of Abundance over here, but you're so focused on everything else. You're so focused on what you don't have. You kind of lost faith and trust in the universe, and maybe even in people. All I know is that you have this Queen of Pentacles by the end of February, which is kind of what I feel like you're striving for. February for you will be a little emotional, only because there's so much resistance. Like I'm just sensing resistance here. Like we have the 8 of Coins, sow what you reap, with the Page of Wands over here in reverse, and then you have the Page of Swords over here in reverse. I'm almost getting the sense that you don't want to see the signs. Like you need to walk away from something, or you need to let go of something. And you've been getting these red flags. To me, like the pages are like messengers. And to me, they're kind of like red flags about a situation. And it could be, you could have manifested these situations, or yeah, I think it's manifested these situations. So you can learn something, so you can learn how to become this great manifester. Like at the end of the day, everything is based on our thoughts and our behaviors and our actions all the time. If you want something, but then you're thinking negatively, and you're thinking more negatively than positively of the achievement of what you want, like these kinds of frequencies will take over, and then we are just but a channel. We're a radio station, and so if our radio station's always on what we don't have, we're going to keep getting what we don't have instead of getting what we do want, because there's more momentum and there's more energy in what we don't have, in the thoughts that we don't have. So our radio station will be tuned into that instead. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. All I know is that I feel like you've been getting red flags. The universe has been trying to touch base with you, to let you know of the seeds that you've been sowing, like the seeds that you've been planting, the momentum, the energies that you've been planting, and to kind of start looking at the cups that are still available. Like the 5 of Cups is all about the cups that have spilled, and here we have La Llorona, which is like, oh my God, look what I've done, this victim state of like, oh, why always me, instead of acknowledging and being like, I might have been responsible in some ways of this, this spilling of my cups, and forgetting that there's 2 cups over here, and paying attention to the things that we do appreciate. And I think that's a huge lesson for you. You need to start paying attention more on what you are grateful for. Yes, there's always going to be cups that are going to be spilled, but are you able to, keep your radio station on the things that you're grateful for? Because this is the magic of manifestation. This is the magic of attraction. Accepting what can't be changed, accepting the emotions that we go through, and then sifting and sorting and finding the emotions that make us feel good and going towards that, and putting our radio station on those thoughts, on the gratitude, on the, oh, look what I do have. Okay, I might have lost this, but look what I do have kind of mentality. And and I feel like you're almost gonna get like one more big, like, this to me could mean two things. Okay, you're coming to the end. Like mid-February, you were already like heading close to the end. This to me is like a completion. You're at the end. Like you can see there's a skull there and there's like a tree growing out of it. It's like you arrived to your place. Yes, it was hard. Yes, it was a lot of emotions. You might have felt, you might be feeling exhausted. You might be feeling a little run down, but you arrived, and look at the beautiful, beautiful tree that has come around and has grown from this hardship, right? We grow from hardship more than we grow from love. Not necessarily love, but we grow from hardship more and faster than when we grow from like situations that are just easy and given to us, right? I believe you guys will need some of this angel love. Blessings are coming and support. And underneath the deck, you have guardian angel. You are blessed and blessings are coming your way. You just need to let go of the victim state of the emotions, or not necessarily let them go. It's just feel the feels. Have a good cry. Have many good cries. Crying is like cleansing of the soul, of the mind, of the body, and it allows this kind of yin energy over here to just come in, because you stop resisting. You have accepted. When we start crying, we usually just accept, okay, this is it, this is it. And the release allows fresh new energy to come in. I would even suggest for some of you with seeing these now, it's like maybe it's time to clean house. Maybe you need to get rid of all the gunk. That might help to avoid some of this turmoil. Get rid of the gunk. Start paying attention to the emotional gunk, the mental gunk. And start paying attention to what you keep telling yourself. That is super important. What do you keep telling yourself? That needs to be cleansed and released as well. You have a lot of support. Like I said, the universe wants to give you it all. It's just you for some reason don't accept it. And that's very important too. Are you willing to accept what is being offered? Or are you that type that, like, when somebody says, oh, you're beautiful, you're like, oh no, I'm not really beautiful, but thank you. Like, that's not accepting a compliment. That's not accepting and receiving. You want to be in the receiving mode right now. Are you someone who's like, oh, let me buy you coffee? Like, oh, no, it's okay, you don't owe me anything. Who doesn't want to feel like they're being owed? I feel like there's a lot of trust issues over here too. That, I mean, worst case, if it's really bad, maybe go see a professional, somebody who is good and who has experience in these kinds of behaviors and mental repetitions, right? You have Angel of Jupiter Awakened, and you have Burning Hero. Okay, this is going to be the last two cards. Let me read it for you. I love Alana Fairchild's descriptions of things, of her cards. So, beloved, within you there is magnificence, greatness, and the ability to live boldly, larger, and more exuberantly than you may have ever imagined. Awaken that keen spirit, hungry for adventure and new experiences. The angel of Jupiter, the spirit of bold expansion and divine generosity, lives within you. Your spirit cannot be made small, but must be free. Start now. Feel the endless of your own heart. What can be done today to live? What can be done today to live bigger? A smile, a yes to that offer of adventure, the receiving mode that I was talking about. Sharing vulnerability without fear, taking a step forward into the unknown, daring to imagine that the divine doesn't just happen to you, but happens through you as you. Embrace the courage of your own open heart and dare to dream, beloved. The bold divine nature within you is calling you to great things. Now is your time to awaken. This oracle holds a message of guidance for you. You are being given an opportunity that can change your life. Don't hesitate to accept it. If you are acting with more assertiveness, more generosity, more playfulness, and more spiritual authority than usual, this is confirmation that this is coming from a genuine place within you. If you are experiencing some havoc in your life or a sense that things are changing, this oracle comes as affirmations. Yes, there is change, and yes, you are outgrowing what once was, so you will be prepared to receive that which is more suited for you next stage of growth. Yes, and that is so important. This card is like genius. Everything that leaves us, it's meant to leave because there's something better in it for you. That message is so important. Rewind if you must to hear that again. So important. Don't hold on. The universe is, life is not supposed to go as you expect it. It's supposed to exceed them. Okay, the universe is meant to exceed them, and they will if you allow it. I feel, my God, yes, this card has like come, like to me, it's like you've been holding on to these attachment, holding on to these images of what should happen. And because they're not happening, these images are not being upheld, you're feeling disarray, you're feeling a lack of control, you're feeling like everything's crumbling, everything's going to shit, but it's meant to crumble so something better could come out of it, a better root, better foundations. Wow, that was very powerful. And then you have 3, burning hero. From the transformative fires of life's tests, you emerge now stronger in self-belief, overcoming self-doubt and fear, and shedding the layers that have held you back from burning as a naked flame of divine love. Can you perceive the coolness fast approaching to soothe your fire-weary soul? Peace is coming to you now, a respite from the fire before you are ready to burn into love again. Oh, that's deep. A respite from the fire before you are ready to burn into love again. It's like almost, it gives me that vibe of the phoenix. Like you're going from like a deep night of the soul right now. That's what I'm sensing, especially with this bird, especially with this card, this confirmation. The intensity of fire exists in relationships to cool serenity, and you are capable of experiencing both. Your inner fire has pushed you forward, and your creative self-expression will manifest into the most beautiful forms. This is assured. You burn bright now, and yet it will be the cooling of your soul embers that replenishes you and inspires you to new creative depths and heights in due time. Wow, that is so deep. That is so deep. The amber will replenish you. Wow, it's like you can be burnt out because your essence will keep you burning. It's so beautiful. This oracle brings you a message. From the heat of your labor, sweet success will arise, and you can act now as if that success has already been made manifest. It is only a matter of time before it is so. from the success, new levels of experience and creative manifestations will take place. You are in a powerful creative cycle of intensity and serenity, dancing with each other through your hearts like the sweet relationship of day and night. This cycle yields great harvests. Offer yourself in contribution to the greater good, and your harvest will be not only of earthly delights but of heavenly blessings. Wow. This ends this reading so beautifully. Like, yeah, this is confirmation. This is a dark night of the soul kind of vibe and feeling for February for you. It's like you need to go through this phase. You need to, it's like the cycles, right? Before you can get into spring and into summer, you need to go through winter. And this is kind of like the winter vibe. The first week is this kind of, okay, going within the shadow work, almost hermit like feeling. And from there, just facing all the programs, facing everything that just hasn't been feeling right. And then taking steps and maybe steps toward that, allowing everything to crumble so something better to come into place. Yeah, that is a lot of information for you, my group. Oh my God, are we 2 or 3? I can't remember. Cancer, this is for you. Thank you so much. So honored that you have chosen me to help you, guide you through your life and this journey of yours. Send a comment. The more comments I get, the more I'll be enticed into creating these pick cards. And share, subscribe if you haven't already. And I wish you a beautiful February despite all this intensity. And I will see you maybe in March. Ciao. Hello, Group 3 Cancers. You guys do not disappoint. This has been a very, very intense readings. Welcome to your forecast, your February forecast. It's my first time ever doing this. So I'm just winging it. Let me know if you like the way this is turning out. The more comments I get of this being good, the more videos of these like these you're gonna see. So far, how we've been doing it is pull out some tarot cards, pull out sometimes some oracle cards. We go with like the first part of the month, second, and then third. And so far, that's how it's been going. We've also have almost like a theme, the theme of the month, which has organically came about. So I'm definitely liking that. And let's see, Group 3, I mean, Cancer, February, Group 3. This is way too many cards. Group 3, Cancer, February. Ooh, a completion, an emotional kind of. Okay, Queen of Cards, a completion that might be emotionally charged. Shadow work. Okay, you have shadow work too. My second group had shadow work also. And the 5 of Wands. Okay, arguments maybe. Let's go Group 3. Group 3. The first week of February looks emotionally charged. There's definitely a death occurring. And you have 2 queens in reverse. Group 3, Cancer. Group 3, Cancer. Group 3, Cancer. Okay. Oh, there's hope. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Star card. Oh, wow. You guys, what's going on, my Cancers? What's going on, my Cancers? So much fighting. Why? Even better, this card was also the 9 of Wands. Oh, someone has not been very honest with you. in February, Cancer. We have the Seven of Swords. Come on. Cards, guides. What does Cancer Group 3 need to know for February? Oh, calmer waters. You're definitely going towards calmer waters. So one more. Give me one more. One more. Oh, interesting. I want to clarify that card. Let's clarify it a little. Another Nine of Wands. Wow. Okay. Doesn't look as emotionally charged as my group 2, but it comes pretty close. What's the archetype? Whoa. 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 Archetype. Ooh, well, you have the Nine of Pentacles. That's a beautiful archetype. And what else? Okay. Let's see. Let's start with the archetype. You have the Nine of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune will technically will trump it because it's a major arcana. So the major arcana is just like these pivotal moments of every human's event. Like every human will go through these pivotal moments. That's why they're called the major arcanas. Now you have the Nine of Pentacles. I'm almost feeling like this release and this easy flow, easy going kind of vibe that you've been wanting to go might not happen right away in February. There's still things that need to be uncovered, especially in terms of your shadow work, because you had that within the first week of February. Then the Nine of Pentacles is all about this receiving mode, right? She reminds me a lot of the Empress card. This woman, as you can see, she's like super happy. She has all her abundance, all her flowers around her, and they're just spiraling in. But the archetype of this month is to kind of unblock the Wheel of Fortune, kind of unblock this wheel that's stopping you and prohibiting you from achieving or feeling or getting this abundance that you've been desiring for so long, right? That is the overall energy, which is a great overall energy because that means you're actually going to be tackling it within February, within this month. I do see a death over here, but first let's get to the first week. So the first week, the first card that comes up is the Ten of Swords. As you can see, it's not very comfortable, right? The Ten of Swords, it's never really comfortable. It's like enough is enough. It's like this self-martyr. It's like every turmoil or sadness or like sword that you could have, jabbed into your back, it is there. It's like the end of the line type of energy. And I feel like it's very emotionally driven because you have very self-inflicted, usually it's self-inflicted, a lot of the times, because we decide how we're going to see different situations, right? We're going to decide how we're going to see this hardship. Are we going to see it as a tool to evolve, or are we going to see it as something that's just going to drag us around for no reason, right? And it's very emotionally charged, and it's another reason why I think it's like self-inflicted. Generally it is, but the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Emotions is in reverse, and if she's in reverse, that usually means, she's a total bitch. She's not seeing things clearly because her emotions are just blinding her right now. So the first week might be a little intense. You might be feeling a little overwhelmed. You have these emotions that are coming up and you don't really know what to do with it. But what's good over here is that it's all about the shadow work. It's all about, like, all this is coming up so you can face it. The only thing is you have to stop resisting it. You have to start feeling these emotions. Usually the Queen of Cups gets to this position, this kind of like not very aligned, grounded position, because she is, how can I say it? She's not feeling the feels. She's not allowing these emotions to run their course so she can really see and benefit from the lessons from them, okay? And now you have the Five of Wands too, which is like the reason probably why you're resisting this shadow work is because you've been so distracted by all the drama that's been happening all around you this month. all the drama, maybe with the pandemic, with work, with family. You're just letting them get to you, and it's never fun. But whatever's happening is never personal, right? We always have to remember it's never personal. They're lessons. They're part of the shadow work, and shadow works are very important to um, to let go of an older and outdated version of ourselves. Um, and the shadow work is it's really important to see, like, okay, what's the trigger? Where is this trigger? Why am I being triggered? Where did this come from? What is the root cause? Is it from childhood? Did I see something similar? Was there an injustice that I felt? These are the questions that's going to be very important for you to move through this shadow, to move through this kind of like really intense mental turmoil that you're going through within the first week. Now, over here, to kind of clarify everything, you have the death card. Actually, no, the tower. So there's like a tower moment. I feel like there's many tower moments that you've been going through, but this month is going to be another, which will kind of stifle the growth a little bit. It's almost like I'm seeing waves. So it's like you're being crashed by waves, but you can't do anything until it resides and you can maybe come up to flow to, right? Come back up. You kind of need to let those waves settle in, and you can't move forward. You kind of need to wait until the storm ends. And with every ending, with every storms are just great because it scatters new fresh seeds all over the place. Okay, I feel like you're going to be learning something. It won't feel like that. You're going to feel stuck. You're going to feel maybe this is something that you have been feeling also for a while, especially when it comes to money. You don't feel like you're in charge of your money. You're kind of like, your money is kind of like all over the place, in the sense of like, you don't really have a control over it. You don't feel like you have control over it right now. And this tower moment has something to do with you not being so attached to an image of what you should be in money wise. Like I'm under the impressions that you believe that you should be the Queen of Pentacles right now, but at the moment you're not. Like, it might be an outdated version. Maybe there's something better. Maybe you're supposed to be the King of Pentacles. So you're I almost feel like this image of you of being the Queen of Pentacles needs to crumble so you can become something better. Let me know if that resonates at all. Now, we already know what's going on in the beginning of the month of February. Let's go towards the middle of it. So we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Star, we have the Nine of Wands, and then we have the Three of Air. Like I said already, you have a battle. There's like external or internal battle. Usually this is like fights with other people. There's like this final countdown. It has something to do with maybe with love related. If there's kids involved, maybe there's like a court that you need to get into. I don't see the Justice card here, so it might not be court. It just might be like love related in some ways, or something that was held dear to your heart also. The only thing is that what's going to be very important for you is to have faith. Have faith that there's something new that's going to come. That's going to be a message of opportunity that might help. If you've been worrying about work and you haven't been getting any work and you've been applying and all that, and you're just like kind of freaking out, like mid-February, you're going to kind of get you're going to reap what you sow, in the sense of like, there's something beautiful that's going to happen. You're going to get a message. You might get an interview, a job offer, and this is all due to the amount of faith that you have in the universe. I feel like your faith has kind of stifled, which is normal with everything going on right now. But the Star card here, another major arcana, is really pushing you and telling you, have faith in the universe, have faith that you're worthy and deserving. That might be part of the shadow work, that you deserve to be here, that you deserve to be loved, you deserve to have money, you deserve all the riches, and that this emotional state that you might be going through, it's understandable, but it's not necessary. It's not helping. It's if you can turn this into its upright position in terms of being aligned with your emotions, not letting it control you, but you controlling it. I feel like this faith is going to be part of your bringing in the stuff that you desire. Now, towards the end of February, it's going to be touchy because you start off with the 7 of Wands, which is all about or someone's going to be sneaky, or you're sneaky with yourself. I'm really getting the sense that this might be somebody else. This might be one of the reasons why there's like a battle going on. This person hasn't been very nice or very honest with you, and you're starting to see it. It has something to do with love, because it's like a new beginning. This might be someone that you recently connected with, or someone that you thought you can trust, maybe a family member of some sort, but they're starting to see their true colors. You see like the shadow over here of this person that doesn't look like it's in the interest of anybody right now except for themselves. Maybe narcissism too. I'm getting a sense of narcissist, someone who's like just who thinks he's God, or something along those lines. But I do feel like it's like a new, fresh relationship. With this Ace of Cups in reverse, I feel like it, regardless of what it was still very heartbreaking, whatever's going on between you guys right now. But it's still something relatively new, something that was probably unexpected. But I do see you going into calmer waters. Just watch out, because I feel like this person's not going to stop. You have the 5 of Swords, and then you have the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands, if you remember, we have it over here, so we have it twice. So we have it by mid-February, and by the end of February, it still hasn't, like, I feel like they're gonna push, and they're gonna try to make your life a bit miserable because of this 5 of Swords. But I do feel like they might not succeed because it's in reverse. But also, like I said, this is all a test of faith. Are you going to allow your emotions get the best of you, take things personally? Because that's the only way this person actually has some kind of power over you, is the fact that he knows he can make you tick. He knows he can poke the bear. He knows exactly what triggers to pull, and he feels like he has some kind of control. I'm saying he, but it could be a she, it could be, like I said, a coworker, a friend, anybody that you recently thought you can trust, and you starting to see, okay, no, this person is not who I thought they were. Yeah, let's pull some oracle cards for you. I would like to Cancer, group green. How is this the end of February? Success and transformation. Like, I feel like this person or this situation or this thing has been thriving on your dismay, thriving on you being depressed, kind of like thriving, like they kind of like the vibe of like, oh, if as long as she doesn't succeed, I don't have to do anything, because I could just, use her as an example type of thing. And again, I'm saying he and her and all that, but you know what I mean. It's just an example what I'm giving. But I feel like you will succeed. Like by the end of this month, you will succeed this transformation. You will succeed this shadow work, as long as you take time to be alone with yourself and really ask these pertinent and deep questions. Like, who am I? Who do I want to become? What do I want? Where am I contributing to the turmoil and to my own backstabbing, and where am I not being honest and true to myself about whatever situation is going on? Okay, but by the end of it, like I said, success in transformation. We're actually gonna read it because why not? success and transformations. And there's also questions here that might be pertinent by the end. So the end of one thing in the beginning of another, rebirth, ongoing growth, continuous improvement, transformation, and change. The self-care message is holding on to the past, not letting go of an outdated dream, giving up after the first test, difficulty reframing failure as learning. A major phase in your life is coming to a close, and a new beginning is coming into view. This natural cycle of death and rebirth, the Tower moment, will bring positive closure to a long-awaited cycle of completion. These endings are inevitable, and we must allow them to happen naturally, radically, reframe any imperfections or unsuccessful attempts that have led to this. It's okay to make mistakes along the way, so accept them as invaluable lessons that have shown you how to become more resilient and more accurate with each successive try. Lean in with a growth mindset. Yep, another freaking growth opportunity, and begin to identify which ingredients were missing. Then get ready to take more superstar upgrades, because continuous self-improvements is key to this transformation. One evolution leads to the next. We are never done learning about who we are, nor about who we are becoming. And because of this, it is never too late to start. You are not too late to make it. Let go of old ideas and old ways of being and be reborn into an extraordinary new opportunity. Here are some of the questions you can ponder. What is endings? And what is beginning? How can we honor these two states of transformation? Do you tend to rejoice in the new or lament the past? This is the shadow work. Every great success story includes moments of rejection and mistakes. Before that wildly incredible step was taken, how have you transformed again in order to be ready for your big moments? How are you welcoming continuous improvement into your life? And what one thing can you do differently that would be a dramatic improvement over last time? Yeah. This is basically summing up the whole month of February, which is fabulous. I think that is it. That is a lot of information. Let me know if this has resonated. Like, share, subscribe if this is something that you'd like to see again. And if that is the case, I will see you guys in March. Thank you again. I am so honored that you have chosen me to help you and guide you through this mucky reality called life. Ciao.